Hello everyone. In this video, we will understand the topic from paper 10444, the new economic activities and globalization, finance and service industry, the fourth industrial revolution. So we will start with the new economic activities and globalization and focusing on the finance and service industry. So it can be said that the globalization of economic activities describes the process of merging between domestic economic businesses and societies. The phrase relates to economic activity that indicates that globalization involves the participation of companies and corporations actively contributing to the integration of international businesses. The features of globalization of economic activity include the international development of trade, production, investments, and flow of workforce. And the international trade is an essential component of globalization of economic activity as business acts as an international level, mainly to ensure benefiting from participation in the global trade system. So globalization has led to the emergence of a number of new economic activities. So, discussing about finance and service industry, globalization has emerged in various sections of the finance industry. Definitely, talking about the banking field, the foreign exchange, the bonds, equities, and insurance services, which are now provided through an increasingly global marketplace. So in today's times, there are a number of financial services that are offered, and it is not happening just at a local level or at a national level, but it is happening at a global level. So in financial services, as in other activities, globalization can be seen as a process opening up national economies and markets, widening the extent and form of cross-border transactions, deepening the international character of productive activity, and this is an emergence of international commercial banking. The commercial banking field is well developed in this new era of new economic activities. Talking about the international banking market, which consists of foreign sector of domestic banking markets and the unregulated offshore markets. It has undergone important structural changes over the last decade and has led to a number of changes. So, like domestic banking, international banking involves lending and deposit taking. So, it is very similar to the banking that takes place in the domestic form. So, when we talk about today's time, a very large part of financial globalization involves financial intermediaries dealing with other foreign financial intermediaries. Consequently, prices in one market are affected by conditions in the other market, which is associated to the share market definitely over here. The financial service industry and financial markets have become more globally integrated. So anything that changes in the Europe market or US market that affects the prices in the Indian market or any other market over there. So that in this way, we can say that the financial markets are working in this era of globalization. Talking about the service sector also plays an increasingly important role in the global economy and the growth and development of countries through generating opportunities for greater income, productivity, employment, investment, and trade. So now in today's time, there is not just import and export or trading of goods, but also there are you can say the import and exports of services. The service sector is definitely playing an important role in the era of globalization. The service sector includes a wide range and varied range of economic activity, including banking facility, which is also a service, the telecommunication service, the education, entertainment, transportation, health, and many more services you can see. The services contribute to economic growth and development through the creation of competitive economy by providing jobs, enhancing the access of essential services, and stimulating trade. The service sector provides the backbone of an integrated and effective economy nationally, regionally, and globally over here. Now, talking about the services which are becoming increasingly open to the international trade. So, most world trade is in goods, but global international trade in services recently has been growing very fast. More than half of the new direct foreign investments are in services. This creates new opportunities for consumers and producers. Even the international trade agreements have been extended to cover trade and investments in the services. Talking about India, India has actually become a hub for business process outsourcing for the developed countries due to the availability of cost effective and skilled human resource. The service sector has also thrown up several opportunities for the export of software products and services, technical know how, technology transfer, and human capital. Talking about the BPOs or call centers in India, wherein there is a business process outsourcing, wherein people from India, that is the skilled human resource, are working for the firms in the foreign countries, like for example, in USA. So in this way, the service industry is growing in this new economic activities of globalization. Moving further, we shall discuss the fourth industrial revolution. Now, you all must have heard about the first, the second, and the third industrial revolution. The fourth industrial revolution is a very recent term which was introduced. Now, when we talk about the first industrial revolution, it actually started in Britain in 1760. And this industrial revolution included the major invention of steam engine. And with the coming up of steam engine, it enabled the new manufacturing processes leading to the creation of factories. So the factory emergence with the help of steam started in the very first industrial revolution, which was in the 1760s. Later on came up the second industrial revolution. The second industrial revolution came with coming up of electricity. So this came through 1 century later, which was characterized by mass production in new industries like steel, oil, and electricity. Talking about the invention of light bulb, the telephone, and the internal combustion engine were some of the key inventions of this era, which led to the development of mass production in the second industrial revolution. Coming to the third industrial revolution, the inventions of semiconductor, the personal computer, and the internet marked the third industrial revolution starting in the 1960s, and this was also referred to as the digital revolution. So this was about the first, second, and third industrial revolution. Now the fourth industrial revolution is one step ahead from the digital revolution, which started in the third industrial revolution. So the phrase fourth industrial revolution was actually first introduced by a team of scientists developing a high-tech strategy for the German government. So Klaus Schwab, executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, WEF, introduced the phrase to a wider audience in 2015 in his article published by Foreign Affairs. So here, if you can see in the image, the first industrial revolution consisted more of mechanization and steam and power, water power. The second revolution talking about mass production and electricity. The third talking about electronic IT systems and automation, talking about digital revolution. And the 4.0, that is the fourth revolution, is talking about cyber physical systems and how these cyber physical systems have wide range of applications. The fourth industrial revolution describes the exponential changes to the way of life, the way people live, work, and relate to one another due to the adoption of cyber physical systems, the Internet of Things and the Internet of Systems. So in today's world, the Internet has become a very common thing, which has led to the fourth industrial revolution. So this revolution is a way of describing the blurring of boundaries between physical, digital, and biological worlds. It is a fusion of advances in artificial intelligence, that is the AI, the robotics, the Internet of Things, the 3D printing, the genetic engineering, the quantum computing, and other technologies. So definitely the fourth industrial revolution is somehow associated to a number of ways in which the technology is being used in today's time. So what are its applications and how this fourth industrial revolution is being used? Talking about artificial intelligence, it describes the computers that can think like humans. They can recognize complex patterns, process information, draw conclusions, and make recommendations. So the artificial intelligence is used in many ways, from spotting patterns in huge files of unstructured data to powering the autocorrect in your phone. So for a simple example, the autocorrect in your phone works when you are typing a message is artificial intelligence. Okay? Also talking about in today's time, the use of Google to ask some questions is a form of artificial intelligence. Okay? Then the next one is blockchain. It is a secure, decentralized, and transparent way of recording and sharing data with no need to rely on third party intermediaries. The digital currency Bitcoin is the best known blockchain application. However, the technology can be used in other ways, including making supply chains traceable, securing sensitive medical data anonymously, and combating voter fraud. So, this is again something which is going to be used somewhere to stop some kind of mishaps or problems associated to the supply chains, the medical information, and even so the application it has a wide range of application over here. Then also talking about the faster computer processing, the new computation technologies are making computers very smart. So in today's time, we have everything that is smart. We have smartphones, we have a smartwatch, we have a smart TV, we have a smart computer. Everything in today's time has become smart. So they enable computers to process vast amounts of data faster than ever before, while the advent of the cloud has allowed businesses to safely store and access their information from anywhere in the internet access. So in today's time, we can share a lot of information. We can share our personal information, our personal data, photographs, videos into a cloud-based network. Like for example, how Google is providing you a Google Drive, wherein you can save the information and it is stored and it is saved in the cloud. So that works for a faster computer processing. Then talking about the virtual reality and augmented reality, the virtual reality offers immersive digital experience using the VR set, okay, that stimulate the real world, while augmented reality merges the digital and physical worlds. Like for example, we can take a simple example of L'Oreal makeup app, which allows users to digitally experiment with makeup products before buying them, and the Google Translate phone app, which allows users to scan and instantly translate street signs, menus, and other text. So in today's time, people can even experiment what kind of clothes they want to wear in the app over here. How do they look in a particular clothes, and they can buy them. Even talking about the Google Translate app, if you want to translate anything, suppose if you have visited in some country wherein you are unable to understand the language. So with the help of Google Translate app, you can just click the photo of it and get the translations immediately and understand the sign and symbols over here. So all this is associated to the virtual reality and the augmented reality. Talking about biotechnology, in the field of biotechnology, harnesses of cellular and biomolecular processes to develop new technologies and products for a range of uses, including developing new pharmaceuticals and materials, more efficient industrial manufacturing processes, and cleaner, more efficient energy resources. Researchers in Stockholm, for example, is working on what is being touted as the strongest biomaterial ever produced. So this can be used in a number of industrial manufacturing processes and also in a number of pharmaceutical and other materials. Then talking about robotics, robotics refers to the design of manufacture and use of robots for personal and commercial use. While we are yet to see robot assistants in every home, technologically advances have made robots increasingly complex and sophisticated. They are used in the fields of wide ranging as manufacturing, health, safety, and human assistance. So robotics is not a very new thing. It is little old, but again, it has come with a modern version, we can say, or we can say it has come with a modified version. Then coming to the Internet of Things, the Internet of Things describes everyday items from medical wearables that monitor users' physical condition to cards and tracking devices inserted into parcels connected to the Internet and identifiable by other devices. A big plus for businesses is that they can collect customer data from constantly connected products, allowing them for a better gauge how customers use products and tailor marketing campaigns accordingly. So a number of sales and marketing can be easily done with the help of internet. Ordering food or getting anything online has become very easy and in today's time, and tracking them is also done with the help of Internet of Things, which is the modern revolution. Then 3D printing. Now 3D printing allows manufacturing businesses to print their parts with less tooling at a lower cost and faster than they are traditional processes. So that has also become common in today's time. The designs can be customized to ensure the perfect fit over here. So we can see over here that the fourth industrial revolution has a number of applications over here. So with this, we come to the end of fold 4. Here we can just summarize that we have studied the role of transport and its spatial social accessibility, and we have taken examples of cities like Mumbai or Navi Mumbai for this purpose. How the transport enhances the international trade, wherein we have studied a number of theories over here. We have also gone through the several trade organizations and trade blocs, which is associated to the international trade that is taking place and the regional cooperation between the regions and the countries. We have also gone through the process through international trade, the globalization. We are living in a globalized era and globalized world. And in this globalization has led to an emergence of a number of new economic activities, like the one we studied was finance and service industry, and how in today's time the technology is used at a very faster pace, which has led to an emergence of the fourth industrial revolution. So with this, we come to the end of this module. Thank you so much.